you already checked the stable area, and people, if you're watching, this is the stables where the dead horses were. Here's the open dock where there's 3 overturned barrels and a huge wagon. Above you, as you look up, there is a large crane through a hole in the ceiling with a rope dangling in. And there are 2 doors, one that's open and one that's closed. I'd like to see who's going in first and that kind of stuff.
Me and Conic are going in first.
Yep. Okay, put you guys up front, please.
You want to be in the rear?
Yeah.
Alright.
You and your where buddy.
Yes.
Stick together.
We are not separating.
Okay, so the both of you take a peek around this area. I need both of you guys to make perception rolls. Say, what did you roll?
2.
14.
You start peeking around. You notice that the 3 barrels are actually turned to their side, and you see the shine of what appears to be some metal object in one of the barrels that's opened. You gonna investigate, or are you gonna tell these guys?
Are we able to wheel the wagon out?
You're basically, it's a wagon, so the barrels are elevated about 5 feet from the ground. They're all actually tipped over, and they're empty, as if something was in there or they're knocked over. But you see one of them from where you're at. You see a shiny metal object.
I'm gonna climb on top and look in there.
Dexterity roll. 8 or higher.
14.
Yeah, you easily climb this like a monkey. You're watching him going in by himself. The rest of you guys see Asla go in. As you go there, you look in the barrel. Yeah. You see in the barrel, the shining object is actually a very long brass ladle. You also notice inside the barrel there's some stale food, empty water flask, and you find a white powdery substance around the inside of that barrel.
Am I able to pick this barrel
Yes.
up?
That's what.
So what?
Am I able to lift the barrel?
Yes, the barrel's empty. You lift it up,
I'm
and
gonna bring it out.
okay. Asla comes out with the barrel. He jumps on the ground. He brings this out to you. And you want to explain to them what's inside?
Just gonna dump it out in front of him.
Okay, a large brass ladle, a serving ladle, falls on the ground, and some white flour trickles down as well. Some stale food that looks like it's been eating, and an empty water skin.
So, why are you showing this?
Would I notice that the brass ladle would be odd for a winery? Like,
Yes, very odd, and very odd. Anybody have an idea? If not, I'll make you make a history.
I think I do.
Grandma?
Speak up.
I'm thinking that this harkens back to when I first met these folks, and the incident in the old bone grinder.
Okay, guys.
Does sound familiar.
It does sound oddly.
Ladle.
Odd name.
Yeah. Now, when he mentions this tonic, you immediately start having the flashbacks, and then your action that you did with the flour.
Oh yeah, right.
And then you start noticing the flour that falls out, and it's lining the barrel, and then you see the long ladle. And now, what Grant says, everything's starting to click.
I remember that didn't end
Granny.
too well. Like,
You went upstairs and you got punched in the face.
Yeah, I remember that.
How'd that feel, buddy?
Remember that punch on the concussion? I don't remember much.
Okay.
Who reminds you?
The CTE happening.
So that's right. What you guys see outside, and there's 2 other barrels in there. But there was no shiny objects as lug, but you did see similar food rations in the other 2, and some empty water skins as well.
Yes. Going back in. I'm gonna ask them to follow me as I go to this door.
Okay. Give me that W12, please.
Is there anything of value in this room?
No, nothing of value. As you guys enter, we'll put them all on the side right there. You guys do look up, and you see another level with a wooden crane and a rope that's slowly dangling in the wind to up a higher spot. Obviously, it's all you can really see is another elevated roof beyond the crane. There is a door to your right that is closed, but there is a door in front of you that leads down a corridor that's curved and arched, and twin doors that are open to your right. So you have a door to your immediate right that's closed, and 2 doors straight ahead.
I'm gonna step off
Yeah, let's start to the
and
right.
let Caston come to the front so we can take a peek at this door real quick.
I want to check this door, make sure there's no traps or anything on
All right, Cassidy goes to inspect the door. Let's make a roll.
Is it that door?
Is this guy the closed door? This one's already open and dark inside.
No.
That's
it. Nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Yeah.
Of course.
Make him out now.
You go to touch the door and it's actually unlocked. No traps, nothing.
This one's unlocked.
I'll tell you if you want to go in together.
Yeah, I kind of take a step back, let beefy boy get
Thank you, sir.
in there.
All right, Aslug, you go and open up the door. Can we take that W9, move that out the way, please, very carefully? Thank you.
Tony, you with me?
Do me a favor. I want you to take all of these three, put them on the ones with the wine on it, and this one, put it at the empty one. Right. Try to do it as neatly as you can. Thanks, buddy.
Those are shiny.
Yeah, they're huge.
As when you open the door, the rich smell of fermenting wines immediately assaults your nostrils. Before you is a two-story chamber. It's dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks. Each one's about 8 feet wide and 12 feet high. The sliding doors along the north wall are chained shut. You're assuming these are the doors for that when you first saw outside. There's a wooden staircase in the center of this room which climbs to a high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall. You also notice, Aslug, 4 windows are set above this balcony level. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are large empty barrels, and you can clearly see branded on the side the words, "The Wizard of Wines." Two large and filled sacks of stitched canvas you also notice on the ground. I'm going to place those down now.
I know it's dark outside. We can see pretty clearly?
Right now it's about 3 in the afternoon, but it's getting pretty dark out. Put these next to the stairwell, right there, one. This one next to it too. Next to that one right there. Yep. Those are giant sacks, canvas sack bags filled with something. You could see that from the door that you opened up.
They're using.
You do notice from where you're at, you see a dark trail, Aslug, coming, a dark liquid or a trail at the base of each sack, where they're located. But right now you see no other movement in the area.
Okay, well,
Let's go in.
Shall we go in?
yeah, let's all get in there.
Line us up. Let's get us in there.
If we're gonna go into the room, I'm gonna grab some of that flour. Is that
The flour is residue, so it's just like,
Oh, it's not even.
no, it's just lying on the inside of the one, yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to the bag, the little sack,
Okay.
and I'm gonna poke it with my axe.
All right, let's make it, as you walk up to the sack, make a perception roll, an investigation, I'm sorry, as you study it.
Michael Mom is watching us play.
Well, you said investigation? Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Mom.
So, Mom,
14?
that's exactly what you needed. And you take your axe and you start poking at the sacks, and they're filled with something, but to your surprise, you see through the seams the shining glisten of organs and flesh and blood and body parts all inside the sacks.
Gross.
Once again, I'm mentally scarred and have memories of killing children with animal shapes to them.
Now, the rest of you, where you stand, these 3 right here, actually, Fiddlewick won't be, so it's going to be Cassidon, who's that? Tonic, and who's behind Tonic? Joy. Joy, Tonic, and Cassidon, all 3 of you roll investigations.
14.
Nope.
8.
Nope.
6.
Okay, you guys, you just see what's going on, nothing of value, nothing of that other than that. At this juncture, now you see there are ladders that are attached to each of the bats going up. Aslug, make a perception roll, please.
18.
Of course you rolled an 18. As you turn around to explain to them sort of what you see, and you catch movement coming from a sack. You quickly turn around, and the sack actually moves and stands up. And you ever see A Nightmare Before Christmas?
Is it like Oogie Boogie?
It's like an Oogie Boogie.
No!
That's terrifying.
And this creature suddenly stands up and looks like a mess.
Is it the one that I cut already?
No, this you're poking at it, yeah. So you guys see suddenly this nasty creature move up. Give me those 2 sacks.
They represent each other?
Yeah, they're right next to
sneak attack on you. They suddenly pop up, and you guys suddenly see these nasty-looking sack creatures that are oozing with nasty ichor and blood just dripping through the seams. We're gonna roll for initiative.
Can I roll better than the 6th list?
At 20.
I shall go last. He's right next to him.
Don't worry about it.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay, of course. Alright, we got 22. 22?
21 for Piddlewick.
Of course.
I am gonna like. You're like,
Always ready.
Everyone's down for a good time. I like
Yeah. Yeah.
so far, so good.
Everyone gets grimy.
I'm 16.
18.
Oh shit. Good job, finally, man.
Joy got an 18 too.
I'm also 16. My cast, I can go first.
What tonic roll? A 1.
One.
I rolled 1. Tony!
It's so funny to me that he's like right next to the action and he's just like,
Just waiting.
what's going on, guys?
So the order is going to be Aslug, Piddlewick, Bran, Joy, Cassidy, and Severa. These creatures and a tonic.
Poor Tony.
Alright, we're waiting on tonic. Oh, he's 1, so.
Yes.
Alright. Aslug, let's go.
Get a reckless attack, and they want standing advantage.
Alright, explain nice and loud. Rest of the reckless attack.
Reckless attack, meaning I get advantage on my attack roll for this round, but you also get advantage on attacking me.
Good.
Does 20 hit it?
A 20 absolutely hits it.
2 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 damage.
That's a strike with your battle axe, right?
Yes, sir. 6 damages. Aye, 6 damages.
You've hit flesh before, but this sounds like lots of flesh, all bones and organs. As you cut through it, and the seams open up, and just everything seems to have pour out and slowly slither back in. But you do damage. That was 6 damage, right?
6 damages.
Okay, next up, Piddlewick.
Piddlewick is going to just take a shot with his little crossbow at the one in the front.
Okay. 1.
No, that's a 4 and a 3. That's 11 to hit.
Their AC is 11. You
Oh,
just
damn.
hit.
Nice.
Get him, Piddlewick.
That is 5 points of damage.
Which one? The one in front?
And the one in front, yep. And it has to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw versus poison or be paralyzed for 1 minute.
First off, you look it, boy. That's a 1.
Yep. Alright, it also takes 8 points of poison damage.
Are you gonna like open?
Yeah, go Piddle.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. It hits it. It actually staggers back and it bumps into the other one. More ichor and blood just pour out of this thing. It's beyond bloody right now.
Piddlewick, MVP.
Piddlewick's next action, I guess, he would look at you for approval and he's shaking his head.
I give him the thumbs up.
He's paralyzed.
We're right next to each other. I give him a high five.
Good job, Joe.
Yeah.
Dude, he like that door is crazy.
Okay, next up is Bran.
He's paralyzed.
Right over there.
Where he is.
Can I come around the other way from like behind the?
Yeah, you can move. Yep. Count the movement. So each boxes are somewhat one. Yeah, so make the movement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, wait, okay, so from 25 to 30,
Right there.
can I get it with a crossbow? Try to get it with a crossbow.
That's a hard shot because it's so slithered, so it's gonna be disadvantage.
You got this.
That's not gonna work.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
even worse. So it is a hard shot.
Yeah, it's a hard shot. And you try and you shoot it. It bounces and ricochets and hits the ground. Anything else, sir?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll just kind of take cover with the barrels.
Okay. Next up is going to be Joy.
Joy is going to look at the first bag of flesh thingy and is gonna say, "You are a poor satchel." She's gonna say something mean to it. And so we'll say 14.
Alright.
But vicious mockery.
I am going to do that. In the meantime, Bran, I apologize because the creature's paralyzed. You have advantage, so I'll let. Yeah, but you missed anyway.
That's true.
9.
All right. That is unless it's immune to psychic damage.
Immunities. Nope.
That's 1 point of psychic damage.
All right.
And disadvantage on its next attack.
It loses an advantage against a slug.
It's that guy's totally screwed. It's paralyzed. Advantage. Next up is going to be Cassidon.
Alright. Cassidy runs through right here. Gives him a nice thrust right in the gut. And that is 23.
That is definitely a hit, buddy.
Alright. And it's an automatic crit because it is paralyzed.
Yep.
So that is 8 damage. Plus.
If I hit you, it would have been.
It's 17 damage.
Explain how you dispatch this creature, sir.
Alright. So I push my way through Tonic, who seems to be oblivious for some reason. I run past the slug and thrust with the with my rapier and pull it out and try to.
And the thing just explodes and drops to the ground in a mess of organs and blood. Good job.
Right. And then as my bonus action, I prep my crossbow and fire at the next target.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's just out of 5 feet, so you're good. Oh, but you have crossbow expert.
Yeah, that's 21.
That is a hit.
All right. And that is 8 piercing damage.
Jesus Christ. And that's the strike.
And then as I finish my turn, I run back to my position where I was before.
Roll a 20-sided die. If you roll 3 and under, you're gonna slip on all the blood and guts that are on the ground.
15.
You're good. Next up is Severa.
Okay. I will move this way towards Bran. 20, 25. And I'll shoot with my crossbow.
Those are stairs. Those stairs are going up, so you're behind, like you can't see
So
from
I'm
there.
behind stairs.
Yeah.
Behind the stairwell.
So I'll do that attack. That.
All right, you're gonna squeeze up. He's not paralyzed. That's gonna be a disadvantage shot because it's a tight fit.
Okay.
You should do
Oh, yeah, never mind. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Dex saving throw, sir.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah!
Me too!
Yay! I love our sacred flames today. It's a poof.
She's like, Hadouken.
2 damages.
I go.
8 too.
It's like you're flicking a cigarette at him.
Joy is, let's see, that's Tonic with the black, right?
Tonic.
Right, Cassidon, okay, got it. So you're number 1, you're number 2, Piddlewick is 3, you're number 4.
Okay.
I'm not in this list.
No!
Piddlewick!
Alone!
I love this guy. He's a damage spot.
Oh my god.
Did you crit on Piddlewick?
Is it a nat 1?
Nat 20!
I knew you crit on Piddlewick.
Can you
Yeah.
stop it? Do you have me
No,
there?
level 6 I can stop it.
He doesn't see me.
Let's see who's in.
I'm not on the list.
Joy is the only one that can see
I
this.
can't change his roll because it's not hitting me.
Everywhere. I know.
I just jump at it.
Hey, Joy, in a lightning flash, Piddlewick's body just goes flying upward. As you look up, you see wrapped around its neck, it looks like a long, dark intestine. that shot out from this broken vat. And Piddlewick, you hear him go, ah! And he goes flying into the vat. And you hear the sounds of shattering and moving around and action going on inside the vat. Piddlewick is gone. This guy, who's in Aslug, he reaches up and opens up his canvas stomach, and intestines come shooting out towards you.
That's why you were picked.
What's your AC?
We're 14.
You have advantage.
It totally misses you.
You reference.
It doesn't matter, it misses completely.
Oh.
And it slithers back into its stomach and it closes it.
It was a different guy.
Tonic, you're up.
Okay, we got some combo shit out. Sacred weapon again. So this gives me the plus one.
Alright, move your guy closer.
Plus, charisma, 3, 9, 14.
That's a hit.
2 plus 8 points.
Nice. He is.
See that falling?
No, he's not falling, but
He's
he's
doing the divine smite too.
okay.
Spell slot for another 11. So what did I say? 8, 19 points.
Oh, damage?
Yeah.
Explain to us, Paladin, how you dispatch this creature.
I'm using like a spear, like a javelin. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to do the whole where I stab him and like goes into him and then throw him again. Throw him against the wall or against one of the
Bats.
The mats, yeah.
And you try that, but because you shot with completely through and you go off, the whole thing just collapses and falls to the ground. It somewhat falls quiet, except you guys all start hearing the sounds of little bells jingling and some type of creature yelling and screaming and banging something inside one of the vats. Joy, you're the only one who saw him go straight up. Piddlewick goes in.
Where's the little one?
It's in the bat.
That open vat.
No, what is it made of?
That's wood. It's all wood. Yep.
Burn that.
Can we hack it?
I step back.
Aslug, it's your turn.
He's in this one, right?
Yes.
Yep.
See him? Do I know that?
Yeah, I point at it, and I said,
I'm gonna turn around.
Can you smash it?
I'm gonna turn around and
No.
It's a lot of resources.
I'm gonna just try to whack with my axe. Try to get through it.
Before we do that, since you're Piddlewick's mom, I want you to roll a 6-sided dice, and this is how many turns he has before Piddlewick is totally gone.
5.
Oh shit! I was hoping to
I
one.
didn't know either.
All right, so you're smashing it, right?
Yeah.
It's a high strength roll. You reach up with your battle axe. You swing.
For the fences. Nat 20.
Yeah. Yeah. Crit on.
Busted open. So much better doing it like
Christ.
this, I think, rather than going to the top.
You can't make this up. You
Yeah.
can't make it up.
Nat 20. Can you take that tub out the way, please?
This one?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, smash
Can you put Piddlewick inside the tub, and this guy in the tub with Piddlewick next to it? They both come. Don't worry about that, you know, sticker. They both come spilling out onto the ground. This creature is on top of Piddlewick. Piddlewick is on the ground, covered, completely crimson red, with blood and ichor and body parts, as this creature is on top trying to maul him with 2 hooks in his hands. Piddlewick, if he could scream, he'd be screaming. But his mouth is open, and with little strength Piddlewick has, he turns his head looking towards Joy for help.
No, this creature, is it the same thing as the other two?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly the same thing as the other two. He was inside the vat. Next up is going to be Piddlewick's turn.
All right.
If he has to escape.
Okay. So he's going to
Strength roll.
try to escape. Can you use acrobatics?
I'll give it to you. Use that.
All right. Nice.
Ha
Aha! No!
No!
It's a 9.
Piddlewick tries, and the more intestines wrap around like a snake and pull him straight down. The creature roars. Next up is Bran.
I'm gonna yell, hold on, little creepy friend. I'm going to,
I am Groot.
can I multi-attack from here?
Yeah, I'll
Alright,
give
so
it to
let's
you.
try the crossbow first, and then I'll try to...
Yeah, because you're closer now.
19, 23.
That's the crossbow, right?
23
Well,
with
one more
crossbow.
time. It'll be disadvantage because you're close to...
Okay. 18
That's a
plus
hit.
4.
Crossbow hits, roll damage.
Okay.
Nice. And then you get your sword attack afterwards.
2 crossbow, that's 1d6 plus 2. 4.
Nice. You angered it. It's there. Now do your sword.
Now we're gonna try to go for the little slimy thing wrapped around.
Okay. Green. Yep.
Oh, nat 20!
Oh shit.
Can't make this up.
20.
No, you can't. Yeah, you slash it, and Piddlewick jumps free, and his reaction is he actually runs behind you, and you could think he's scared, and he stands, and you feel it shaking, and the sound of the jingling is all behind you, and you see Piddlewick run to him for protection. Good job.
Thank you. So it's nat 20, so that's 6 plus 3.
Describe 6 plus 3 is 9.
9.
Oh, he still stands, buddy, but he is bloody.
What? Is there any more?
But you freed him, Piddlewick.
Nice.
Yeah, you've been away.
Good turn. Good turn.
Joy, you saw your little child get mauled and
Yeah.
by this massive sack of thing of garbage.
I am going to level my light crossbow at him and try to just blow it in the. Oh, yeah, 15, 19.
That's it?
Yep. Bam. 7 points of damage.
And describe how you dispatch this
Yeah,
fiend.
I see Brand slash at it and like Piddlewick escapes. I raise my crossbow level and just like walk up to it and like just right in its face.
It dies and it drops and the whole canvas just collapses and guts and ichor and everything spill all over the floors. Piddlewick pops his head out from Bran, sort of tugs at you and looks up, and you think he's smiling but you can't tell. And once he knows you're looking at him, Piddlewick turns his head, looks at you, and runs at your side, and actually leaps up in the air like a child.
I catch him.
And you catch him. Oh wait, let's make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, that's an ability check.
Yeah, +5. Oh, 10.
Yeah, you do it. You catch him in your arms, and you guys embrace. And for the first time, you feel a huge. I mean, not for but this is more of a motherly instinct you have. You feel very touched by him. And now it falls quiet on this level.
I'm gonna go up to Joy and Piddlewick and snap my
Every one of
fingers
them.
and clean them with
Not even.
thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Sure,
appreciate
hit
it.
it. You miss, I hit
You
it.
guys smelled really bad.
And now you guys are completely clean.
Yeah.
You think, and you're actually nice and dusted off. Good job, Sebra. So there we are. We're in this fermented area. What would you guys like to do next?
Just bust the next one.
Okay.
These are filled with liquids, and the liquid gets all over.
Can we?
That one. the
That one,
top?
yeah. Let's make an investigation roll based on what you see on the scene.
12.
Yeah, you can tell the top was cracked open.
Okay.
So
Can I put my ear to one and listen and see if I can hear any noise inside?
make a perception roll.
18.
You listen and you hear no noise whatsoever on the inside.
Is there a ladder on the side?
There is.
Can I climb it?
Yeah.
Can I go to the top?
Go to the top. It's closed and sealed. There's a label on the top that says Wizard or Winery.
Can I hit it and go a little stomp on top?
You do. Let's make an investigation roll.
11 plus.
That's what you need. 10 or higher. You know that there's something filled inside the vat. Your assumption is it may be wine.
There's a what is this, a cork on top?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You do it, and you get assaulted with the smell of wine, and you can tell there's a liquid in there, and it's kind of sloshy. It's dark.
Does this smell like?
It smells like wine.
Extra old or?
It smells like fine wine.
It's a nice.
Don't break this one.
Grab that ladle.
Let's see. Let's check. I'll
Yeah, right. Everybody, drink up, party! Shot, 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 shot,
Let's
shot.
celebrate.
You wish we were drunk.
I kind of want to check them all. But
Yeah, you want to get
All right. As a time saver, each of those others are all filled with just wine,
Okay.
nothing else.
Can I check out this door that's right there?
Which one is that?
There's a door. I think that's a door.
Yeah, slide that down.
Right
Yeah,
there. Yeah. The before.
yeah. You start looking at the door. Make a roll, please.
An 11. Just checking for traps.
You know, guidance if you want to D4.
You look at this door. There are no traps at it, and it's actually based on your experience. It's unlocked.
It's unlocked. Okay. I'll go ahead and open it really quick.
Okay. Can you give me that?
Check card.
No, it was you. Oh, I thought it was
W4.
Oh,
he
that'd be
said.
fun. Yeah. Oh, shit, me so I can guess myself.
As the door creaks open, you see rows of new barrels in this room. There is a narrow staircase which spirals upward to an unknown level, but nothing else in this room.
From where I'm at, do I see anything?
Where are you?
I'm on top of the
Well,
roof.
Yeah, you absolutely see a second level, and you see numerous closed doors
I'll like look around like.
And you look around. Yep.
There's a second level with numerous closed doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the DM is quite handsome. Hello, soccer moms.
Inside here, this is another door, correct?
That is another door from the inside to your
I'll
right.
check that one in the back.
You inspect it. Make a roll, please.
15.
There actually is a lock. It's a simple lock, and you think you could pick it.
Okay. I'll do that. But there's no traps or anything?
No traps.
Okay.
That's the first thing I'll let you know.
22.
Oh, take that out, please. And you work your magic. The door springs open. When the door opens up, you see strips of iron and wood lay in neat piles on the floor of this workshop. The walls of which are lined with various tools. 2 workbenches stand against the east wall. And there are lots of empty barrels, but nothing else of value that you can see from where you're at.
Okay.
There is a door over here, and based on the proximity where you're at, you can assume that it leads to the outside.
The boarded up door.
Yeah. All right. So, Joy, what would you like to do?
I'm going to just I'm just gonna check on Piddlewick and see how you're doing.
And Piddle looks great. He's cleaned up. You look cleaned up. He's actually happy, and he's still actually holding your hand.
I'm holding.
Okay.
No, I'm holding his hand.
Everybody's holding Piddlewick's hand. It's a happy
Yeah.
world. Bran, what would you like to do?
I'm going to stay close to Sabra. Yeah, I say, let's stay together.
We can head upstairs.
Okay, so I'll head upstairs when
I think these doors are upstairs, so we're gonna go upstairs.
No, those are low levels. Those are all
Oh, those are all
downstairs.
the low
Yep,
levels?
there's 3
Oh.
doors downstairs.
Then we should check them out.
So we're
I
close to
remind
W10.
everyone of that.
Okay, so
That's the back
are you guys?
entrance.
Who's opening that door? Who's reaching up and opening it?
He is.
Yep, I'll check.
Oh, you don't care about that much, do you?
Right here with him.
Yeah, no, even if she tried, I would be like, no, let me.
Let me handle
Yeah.
Stand behind the door.
I can check the traps.
The door is unlocked. It creaks open. Can I have the card, please? As you open this door, you immediately see there's a dirty window to the south wall, and it allows a light a little bit of light to come in from outside in the afternoon dismal weather. There are wine bottles manufactured here, and this is where they make them all. And you have evidenced by the tools that are lying about, the wooden rack filled with freshly blown glass, along with bottles, all sorts. And there's a hearth, but obviously it's not ignited at this moment. And there's a bag of sand next to it. But you do see a staircase descending underground.
Oh, that's scary.
And between it, a rack of bottles and a barred door. Now, since you opened up the door and the proximity, that barred door is the door you saw when you flew around.
How big is that bag of sand?
It's about 3 feet.
Oh, that's too big.
And it's sand, and it's open, and you see the sand in it and stuff. No guts, no.
Anything in there?
None of that.
Let's check around before
Joy?
we decide if we
Okay,
go down.
So, does it look like it's not been used for a while?
Make an investigation roll.
Oh, I got stuff on that. That's 20.
Wow. As you look at it, it appears somebody was trying to pull apart the bars as you see fresh wood. So this is recent. From the inside, trying to pull it. But they were unsuccessful. Unlike the outside where it looks like it's been there all day untouched for years.
Anything special in here I should be looking at?
You find nothing of use in here other than that.
I would say
Joy starts walking around with Piddlewick.
Can I grab some sand in a little bag?
Hold on. Yes, you can. You're in the room. You do that.
She sees this room and like sees everything, and she's like, "Oh, like the prophecy, Underdark of sands, wood, stone, and glass. Great evil lurks in the shadows.
Oh,
There's something that's gonna murder us below."
Sever, did you hear the omen?
I didn't hear the omen.
Say it again.
like Madame Ava's prophecy. She said, "Underdark of wood, sand, stone, and glass. Great evil lurks in the shadow of his house."
Well, shit.
So let's get everyone, and before we start moving around,
Yeah, I'm not going
let's
down
be
there.
careful.
Run down alone.
I'm not going down there without you.
I'm gonna climb off this wine barrel.
Well, this
Okay,
is
Tonic, what would you like to do?
I think we want to go check out the rest of these rooms, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
move over.
let's see what you
Maybe
mean.
two of us or all of us, or whatever.
I'll follow him. We'll make our way over
There we
there.
go.
W
8.
8.
This little tiny room.
I'm gonna check the traps on the. There's a door.
The
right?
door's open.
It looks like it's open. Yeah.
Okay, let's take that out of there. As you open it up, you immediately see the door at the far end is open to the outside, and it's still raining out. Bare hooks line the walls of this strange room. Shelves to the south hold several pairs of wooden sandals, and the sandals are all covered with some type of drape. You also notice that the iron brackets, there are iron brackets on the side of the wall. You do find one hooded jacket on the wall. All the other hooks are empty, and they look very similar to what the martyr cops were wearing when you met them in the woods. Apparently, they're probably left here in a hurry, but that's it.
Okay. Can we investigate the jacket? Just to see if there's anything.
Upon, yeah, investigate the jacket. There's nothing of value. It's just made of some type of thick, rubbery material.
Okay. Sure, I'll grab that. And one of those hooks, is it something that I can...
It's a hook that's on the wall for jackets. The hanging
Oh,
coat
okay.
up.
I thought it was like a big fur hook. My inner pirate was coming up there. Oh, I need
Yeah,
this.
I'm sorry.
Off my hat.
The hooks are for jackets.
Yeah, gotcha.
You see a bunch of pirates stapled to the wall. Arr! Come to free me, matey!
We'll open up one there.
My quartermaster is here.
W11.
The door open or closed?
It's actually open.
Okay.
More sticks.
There.
Okay, well, there you go.
Alright. Well,
Shall
we
we
have a
go
lot of
upstairs
stairs.
or downstairs?
Now these stairs actually go downward. It's a turret almost, and it's a spiral staircase. There are some windows cut out, but it's very dark and ominous on the lower levels.
You know, there's probably limited levels of going up.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should go up first.
Go up
Yeah,
first. 'cause
check
go
it
down
before.
and be-
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think so. Down is very evil.
Okay, so we're all going up?
Yeah.
We're going up.
All right, let's take a quick 5-minute break while I set up the second level, okay?
All right.
Mr. Ortiz?
I don't like the
5 minutes.
prophecy.
Well,
That prophecy is still scary.
Who went up first?
On my very first thing, so.
Who went first?
You guys.
You can just line them
You-
up, it doesn't really matter.
We will keep our.
Yeah.
It's
You
always
guys
you
are
and
always the
him.
front. These are front lines, I'm always middle, they're in
You go get him. How do
All right, we're finally at the second level of the Wizards of Winery, the Wizards of Wine, second level. All right, you guys are up on this level. There are several windows, multiple windows to the wall right behind you. They're pretty caked up with mildew and dust and moss on the outside. Very soft light from the late afternoon trickles in. So you still can see in the area, so no need for any night vision. Across the other side of the wood balcony, there are 2 stairs that go up to even a higher level, and you see a total of 6 doors.
Shall we go 3 and 3?
What would you guys like to go?
I mean, I'll check the doors as you go through.
Alright.
let's just start on the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
works.
Shove us all in the
Yeah.
corner.
I know, put the
We are a big party.
Okay,
You're here.
W20.
door is closed. Who's opening it?
Check for traps.
Door looks
You are?
I'll check for traps.
Roll.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Are you sure the door is closed?
As far as you can tell, there are no traps at the
W20 looks
door.
open.
What?
W20 is open.
Oh, it is like. All right, let's remove that
Oh,
thing then.
Sounds open then. We got that one out.
There we go.
You're welcome.
Hey, this the door to this room actually does hang open. In this chamber, you see a desk, a chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange contraption that takes up most of the northern wall of this room. So we got a desk, a chair, a wooden cabinet, and a weird contraption. So who's standing at the door? You see this, Cassidy?
Yeah, I'll go over to the cabinet and see if there's anything in there.
Yeah, you do see there, when you open up the cabinet, you see there's a key dangling from a twine, and there's a book at the bottom of the cabinet.
I'll grab that key.
You grab the key, that's it.
Yep, I've got the key and pull out the book so that someone else can look at it.
Alright, you take the key, you have it, you have the book. Hey, Joy, you have the book. It's a brown leather book, bounded. You look at the cover, and the words that say "The Eye of Poseidon" are written clearly on the front of the book.
Oh, hand me that book real quick.
Yeah.
Right now,
I read the title and I'm like, oh.
you open it up and look at the page. You're like, "Oh shit!"
I know.
So yeah, that's what you see. It says the Eye of Poseidon.
It's an Eye of Poseidon strategy guide.
I'll take that.
But there's nothing else of value in this room. So you have a key. You have a book.
Yeah. Not that I need the key.
What is
but-
this?
So what is yeah?
Let's make an investigation roll for whoever.
I'll look at it. It looks interesting.
Yeah, I'll look there.
Oh, no, I don't look well.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
That's a 5.
Nah, you just can't. You don't know.
18. I'll look at it.
Yeah, from you remember back in the day, back where you're from. This is a type of a very old printing press that's used, and you start putting 2 to 2 together, and you see throughout the room pamphlets and looks like adhesive stickers that say Wizards of Wines, and they use these to post some on the bottles, the glass bottles downstairs, labels.
I relay that to everybody.
Okay.
Little history lesson there.
All right, moving on.
Next room.
Moving on.
Right backwards.
Anybody else doing anything else at this point? No? You got your book, you got the key. Okay. Who's in front of that door? Aslog?
I'm gonna just check the door.
You go to check the door, it appears unlocked.
Just gonna open it.
This one's trapped.
Right?
It is not.
Alright, take it off.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
take
a
it off.
winery. What? I feel like the door's not locked.
You say that until one kills somebody.
Glass
All right.
trap or something.
When you open the door, you see 2 pairs of bunk beds that occupy this room. 3 of the beds are still made. Nobody slept in them, but one of the beds has been recently slept in. Against the west wall rest 4 identical footlockers. 3 of the footlockers, they just contain children's clothing, but the 4th footlocker, it has appears to have a manifest. And in the front of the manifest, it reads, Adinvostholt Brothers. And on the outside of it,
Do we know that name,
It
guys?
says what?
it says Adinvostholt Brothers. That's all you see.
Does that recognize?
Yeah, to you, you immediately pick up what that is and where you.
Duh.
So, Brand's peak perks up when you read that.
I'm gonna
Let me
I'm
see
gonna-
that.
I'm gonna check out this bed to see if there's anything
Um,
left on it.
There's nothing left on the bed, but there are a few more items inside. Hold on.
Take off the top
Take a
off.
nap. Take a long rest.
Yeah.
There are 2 more items inside besides this manifest. You also find a sack, a small sack about to fit in your hand. It feels like there's change or money inside it. And you find a folded letter. The folded letter has a handwritten words or a message on the outside, and it says, "Give this to the elf, Farm Crow." This is what you find. So you have a sack of change and that letter.
I'm gonna look at the change thing. So it is.
Yeah, you open it up and you immediately like, whoa, it's gold coins. But these gold coins are very special, and they're made because they're the image of Strahd von Zarovich on all these gold coins.
There's no elves with us. Like,
No.
I can
There
open
is
this and read it.
Yeah, it says give it to the elf, Storm Crow,
No,
or
you meant-
Farm Crow.
Farm Crow. The letter states, remember, no harm is to fall upon the request of my family. My ignorant rest of my family. Messed me up.
Why don't you start from the top?
Yeah. Remember, no harm is to fall upon the rest of my family. My ignorant father will die at my hands. The relic remains in the wine cellar. There is where you'll wait until my return from Valaki. Signed, A.M.
Let me see that.
Relic remains in the wine
We need to go to the cellar.
Yup.
This is a scary place.
It's like his hands are shaking and he's ready to
Of
go.
course, we always gotta go to the cellar.
And there's at this juncture in that room, there's really nothing else in that room
Alright.
except the manifest. You have a manifest you haven't looked at. You have a book you haven't looked at, and that's it.
A manifest.
And the manifest with the Argan Vostholt brothers.
You wanna check it out?
Or Brand.
So-
Brand can check it out. He knows the people.
Oh, all right.
Who's doing it?
Who's doing what first?
I will try to look at the manifest.
Okay, Okay, so you're gonna give him the one
Yes.
that says Argan Vostholt brothers.
This is for you.
You immediately open it up, and it's a manifest with all different names of dozens of were-ravens, and you see next to the names of all of these were-ravens, and a lot of them you recognize that you were stationed with over at the mansion that guarded and hid the holy symbol of Ravenkind. All the names have different amounts of gold, monies, except for one name which is crossed out, and that name says Bran Mardukov.
going to ask if I can. I'm going to hold on to this.
Yes, sir.
I fear that things are worse than I.
Who is A.M.? Adrian? That makes sense now. Andre.
Andre.
Adrian, Andre. I can't even read. I barely got through it.
And,
He's A from
and
Pretty Little
maybe
Liars.
Oh.
you and like
Surprise.
when you lost your hand, I know it was a traumatic experience for you.
Yeah, I lost.
But
I lost a lot when I lost my hand.
Lost
Okay.
a
Strahd
lot.
did mention so he still trusts aware.
Lost a lever.
Alright. I look through as they're searching, I look through this Eye of Poseidon book.
All right. When you open it up, immediately the first page, there's a folded letter inside there.
Oh. Yes.
My lord and master, I have been spending much time in the villages using the spell you have gifted me with to hide my identity. I have learned that there is news of a mysterious magic sword that an earlier group of adventurers mentioned in the tavern in the village of Barovia. Also, my lord, there is talk of a magical item that supposedly burns like the sun. I am still looking for more information, but I will inform you when I learn more. I hope my message reaches you legibly, as the rains have been most persistent. L?
That's an I.
I.
A large I.
The sword.
That falls out. Now you glance through the book, and basically it's a story about a bunch of pirates that set out for a rare magical artifact called the Eye of Poseidon. And as you sort through the book, you sort of stumble upon the name Cassidon multiple times throughout this, and a name of a ship called the Seafarer. It appears to be a good story, but the last chapter has been torn out completely.
Hey, Cassidon, there's a pirate in this book.
Can I check that out?
Yeah.
And you two go through this, and you see this, and you see different names you've never heard before, name of a ship. One of the names besides Cassidon that catches your attention, Esmeralda. It's mentioned in the beginning of the book, and it's a beautiful love story, the first few paragraphs you read between this Cassidon and this Esmeralda. And suddenly you do see a name in there that says Rudolph Van Richten. So that's about the extent. But everything else, it seems to be something like a pirate tale, a beautiful pirate story, and it seems really cool as you go through it. There are drawings of treasure maps and islands, sea creatures and pirates, and so forth.
I'll hold on to this.
Alright.
I'm feeling like I might need to be reading this.
Kind of read it later.
Yes.
Okay, nothing else in that room of value.
Mouth.
Next room.
Next room.
Okay. Who's at that door? Tonic?
I can, sure.
You opening it?
Yep.
Okay. Let's remove that, please. Thank you very much.
Going in, buddy?
Similar to the other room that you opened up, there are two bunk beds that occupy this room. Against the west wall, Tonic, you see 4 identical foot lockers, like before. But it appears that younger brothers share this room because there's toys all scattered about. One of the toys seems to resemble a wooden rocking horse, except this rocking horse is jet black with bright red eyes, and where the mane, the hooves, and the tail would be, there's painted fire on this wooden horse. You do notice on carved at the back of this horse, you see the words, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky." To the corner of your eye, up into a wall, there's a crude child drawing on there. You get closer, you start getting chills as you see this is a drawing of a knight in full armor holding up a sword of bright sunlight. And next to it, in child writing, the words say, "Holy Tonic," spelled T-O-N-I-K, "Savior from my dreams, your sacrifice shall be of legend and song."
Shit.
Yeah, you see that and you're like,
Sacrifice your time.
Sacrifice
your time, and your skills.
Effort, yeah.
That sounds like an amazing beverage.
Yeah.
The holy tonic.
Okay. We need to go through these little chests and stuff, right? So we gotta get them.
let's see. The footlockers contain all sorts of clothing of children, but nothing else of value.
Your prophecy, sir.
Okay.
Next.
I'll check this door just to make sure there's no traps or anything.
Okay. That's 18.
15?
You go look at the door and you see the handle, and somebody put a large rusted fishing hook at the bottom of the handle itself.
Just kind of,
and you're able to disarm it and drop it, and it clinks to the ground. The door's not locked.
This is why we check the doors.
Okay.
Yeah, so is it unlocked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's unlocked. Okay.
I think you just
This room contains a rectangular table surrounded by 8 chairs, an L-shaped cupboard, and floor to the ceiling is a pantry. Next to the pantry is a small iron stove. Just looking at this, some type of small makeshift kitchen, and there's a door onto the right. And if you peek in, there's another door to your right as well.
Okay. Can we check the pantries to see if there's any?
Yeah, and to save more time, there's nothing else of value in this kitchen.
Okay. That's not priority.
any bags of flour.
So what are these spirals?
There is flour in there.
Stairs.
I'll take one of those.
It's a pretty large bag of flour. You can take a little.
I'll take a little.
And where are you going to put it?
And
My
a Ziploc.
bag.
In what bag?
I already got a bag of sand.
Alright, you got a bag of sand. Here we
You're
go.
fine.
That door right there, you going to try that one, sir?
Yes, I'll check 17 and make sure it's safe.
Make a roll again.
Woo! Okay. 17.
There's no traps on the door, and it is unlocked.
Okay.
Go on in.
I'll open it.
Go in the end.
This room contains a four-poster bed. Its headboard carved in the likeness of a giant raven. A soft black rug covers the floor between the bed and the door. In the corners of the south wall, stands 2 slender wardrobes and a tapestry between both of them of a church. Beneath the tapestry sits a handsomely carved rocking chair. To the north, under the window, is a plain desk, and other furnishings include a wooden chest and a freestanding mirror. So you got some wardrobes, a desk, and a chest.
Yes. I will go towards the chest there.
Okay, and you go to the chest, it's locked.
Okay. I want to try to see if I can get in there.
Okay. 15 higher?
18.
You do. It is locked, and you're a skilled ninja, and you pop it open. Inside this,
Our
Strongest.
30 hooks fly up to your face.
Oh no, you
No, I was
checked
kidding. Inside, there's just a single book, and it appears to be another manifest. And on the front, it says "Wizard of Wines," but there's nothing else inside.
I'll take the manifest in the book.
Okay.
And
I looked through the book.
He's the book
Alright.
guy.
Is it a ledger?
It's a manifest for sales and distribution of all the wine that's been over the years. You see some initials that say BV, but you look through it and it stands for Blood on the Vine Tavern. You find the initials for BW. Looking through the book, these are shipments that go to the Blue Water Inn. And you also see the letter V. Finally, you find words that say Vastani Encampment. Nothing else, though. And these are all dates as far as deliveries.
I checked the desk. For anything interesting.
There's nothing else in the desk.
Okay.
the pop on the back.
Anything behind the couch?
You reach up, turn, it's just a wall, nothing else. And for the sake of time, there's nothing else about it in that room either.
Alrighty.
Everybody's good on health, right?
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah.
And there's, you're all gathered into the rooms. There's one door there in the bedroom area where you guys are at. There are no other doors, so.
So we have to go this
Yep.
way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on.
So Tonic will open this door.
It's unlocked.
Maybe we're gonna go into this door.
There you go.
Yeah.
And let's remove that.
Checking some.
Perfect.
That door opens up. It's unlocked.
No traps.
No traps right now.
I like to live dangerously.
Yeah.
Tonic, when you open the door of this room, it has a wooden floor with a 10-foot square hole in the middle of it. Looming over the hole is a wooden winch. It's like a crane. It peers down through a hole with a rope, and as you look, you see the overturned barrels that you first saw when you first entered the winery.
Time to go downstairs.
Anybody else do anything up here? Or are you ready to start venturing down?
Should I take a look at anything up here?
There's nothing else of value up here.
Does anything look disturbed downstairs?
From when you look, no, not from when you first came.
Alright.
One of the barrels are missing, but that was because Aslug took it outside.
Looks like we're going to the
Yeah.
cellar.
All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a meal break, so we should be back in about 15 minutes. If you leave the stream running, that'd be great, and we'll be able to come back. So, we'll be back taking a lunch
This is the
break.
good
Thank
part.
you.
It's a good part.
This is that
Mr.
time.
Ortiz, please.
All right.
I'll share it again when we go to the cellar.
Stella.
Ella, under my cellar.
I'll get up this time and stretch my legs.